welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. For those of you that are new, my name is Sammy. Welcome. On this channel we do DIYs with science and there's always tons of laughter. And today I cannot wait to show you these Walmart inspired fall DIYs. And with that said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so our first one, y'all, you guys are already seeing this and you're like, I know what she's going to use to make this. And you're right. So I'm taking these 3 wood oval cutouts. They are from Walmart. They're 98 cents. And we are going to take Pumpkin by Waverly. You could use acrylic paints, chalk paints, any paints you want to paint. And we are going to coat the front. You guys know I have to do the back. You don't have to, but I do. And we are going to cover all 3 of these with the chalk paint here. So don't worry, I don't make you watch the entire thing. Only like 2 minutes of it. All right, so now I'm going to take these wood planks. I am going to use, this is Dijon by Arteza. This is like their outdoor acrylic paints. I remember I used it last year and I was like, oh, I got the perfect color. But you guys, is there a chalk paint that looks similar to this? I know some of you might say hazelnut, but this is definitely more of like a mustard yellow color, and I love it. And then the next wood plank, these are just from the wood planks from Dollar Tree. I'm getting Truffle by Waverly and a baby wipe, and I'm making kind of like my own stain look. And I will definitely be using this color on more things with the baby wipe because it looks so beautiful. I love the color it turned out. All right. Next, I'm going to take my antique wax and I'm going to hit the like outer portion of all these. The Walmart version had it looked like it was like sanded and de-stressed down, but I wanted mine to pop a little bit more. So that's why I chose to use the antique wax, just applying it with a chip brush. Then I'm going to go in with a paper towel and I'm going to wipe the excess of the wax off so it's not so dark. And I love the way this looks. I've been loving using my wax lately, y'all. All right. So after I do that to all 3 of them, then using my measuring mat as a guide, this looks so crooked right here. I am going to line them up and then I will hot glue the middle piece onto the bottom 2. Easy peasy, Walmart squeezy. All right, so now that those are connected, I'm going to grab a jumbo craft stick. So I was going to use like the wooden stem, but it made it so it was like popping off of the table, so I knew it wouldn't sit flush. So I chose to do this. Taking that truffle again, just going to stain the top of this, and then we are going to hot glue it to the back of the top of our pumpkin. There you go. All right, now we need to attach our planks to our pumpkin. So using my measuring mat as a guide again, I am going to attach the twine to the 2 planks, and then I will attach it to the top. Y'all, I have tried many times to like look nice and neat when I'm doing my crafts, but I cannot live without my measuring mat. Like I really can't. I use it all the time and I've tried doing like the white background, but then I find myself reaching for something to measure because I like straight lines. So I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Sorry, I'm not neat. All right, so now I'm just attaching them to the top. Again, using the measuring mat to kind of guide my spacing and my lines. Now I just cut out some decals from my Cricut. You could also use stickers, your own penmanship, transfers, really anything you want. So we got Welcome Fall. Next, I'm going to take the leaves of this pumpkin garden stake thing, and I am going to hot glue this to the back of our pumpkin. And I didn't even have to paint it. It was green already, so that was pure perfection. And lastly, I am just going to put some twine for our hanging pleasure, and it turns out really good. Now, when you factor in how much it costs, you might as well have just bought the one at Walmart, but I think y'all know as crafters, we think we can make everything, so why would we buy it in the stores? Am I right? If I'm right, just leave a thumbs up for your girl. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that first DIY. These are going to be so easy, like so easy to recreate on your own. I don't know about y'all, but I love Wally World. Like I love Walmart. I live there basically. And if somebody says like, oh, we have to go to Walmart, I'm like, I'm in. So I hope you guys are getting inspired by these. I hope you go to your local Walmart and go like, oh, I can make that myself. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I hope you guys are enjoying these very easy fall DIYs. And I hope you have fun putting your own spin on these creations as well. And y'all know, if you're digging me, if you're digging the channel, if you're digging the DIYs, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. It's a great free way to help your girls' channel grow. I appreciate you guys so very much for taking time out of your day to watch my content. I wanted to make sure that you guys also knew that Unicorn Dust Designs does have an amazing Facebook group. The link's down in the description box. We love sharing DIYs, and make sure if you do join to answer all 3 of the questions. And then you can also find me on Instagram, where I share a lot more of like Hank and the kids and the DIYs and all of that stuff. So make sure you're following me there as well. All the links are down in the description box. And with that said, let's go ahead and get back into this video. You guys already know, if you saw this at Walmart and you saw that it was flowers in a box, you would be like, there's no way I'm paying $5 for this. I can make it myself. And then you know your spouse in the corner is like, please don't. 1, you're probably going to spend more money, and 2, it'll probably take you until next fall to make it. So with this one, you guys, it's so easy. We're just going to take the wood square panels from Dollar Tree. I have my silicone mat here, and I'm going to build a box. Now, gosh, I'm a mess. My craft space is a mess. This is real life though, okay? And I am going to form, obviously, an open box with it. Now, these I thought would fit pretty good where there weren't like gaps on the corners. But then when I start putting it together, as I'm like, right here, I'm like, oh no. Okay, that's going to be a huge gap. So what do? I rip it apart because for some reason I think like the sizes of the squares might change. Well, y'all, they don't. They're the same size no matter what you do. So there's going to be a gap no matter what you do. So I just re-glue those on. Then right here, you guys, I'm taking the wooden dowels from Dollar Tree, and I am holding them up to the side, and then I'm clipping with my dog nail clippers the tops off of them. So this is going to fill those gaps in the corners, and it's going to make this box look a lot more finished than just leaving it as is. So you can see right here, I'm using those dog clippers. I'm going to fill in those corners with hot glue and just pop that right in. And you could already just see how much more finished it looks. Now I'm taking white, or this could be plaster, not quite sure, from Waverly. And I'm going to paint the box, the top, the bottom. I don't paint the inside because I know that I'm going to be stuffing this thing with a lot of flowers. And then I am going to grab my decals. So I got these images from the Cricut design space. This one says leaves are falling, autumn is calling. And this is what I like about seeing something in the store and then being inspired by it to create your own version of it. Because I really liked the saying of this versus what is on the Walmart box. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting the pumpkins all the way around. Now, usually if you watch my channel, you know I don't like gluing down floral foam because I feel like then you can't really like change it if you wanted to use the box or something. But in this case, I knew I was going to have to glue it down because I just wanted way too many flowers in there. Look at my ladybug. She's in my Amazon store link down in the description box. So you guys, I am using tons of different flowers from Dollar Tree. We have their fall bundles. We have, I think the ones that are laying on the table are considered eucalyptus. And then I will be taking 2 of the beautiful sparkly sunflowers from Walmart and putting them in this arrangement as well. So I have been totally digging doing floral arrangements lately. I just think they're so much fun because you really get to put your own twist on it. Nothing is permanent inside the foam. So if you don't like something, you simply take it out and you rework it. And it's nice because you could fit it into your decor. Next year, if you ain't digging these flowers, you just take them out and then you switch them to what your vibe is for that year. So you guys, I just go ahead and I finish this up. Here's the flowers. Oh, they do have these again at Walmart. These were from last year, but I did see them in this color and the yellow color just yesterday. So this is how our floral array. Sorry, you guys, my microphone turned off, but this is how it turned out. Absolutely love the way it looks. I think I like mine just a little bit better. If I do toot my own horn, toot toot. But I think, like, especially this Walmart flower right here just takes it up just a notch, and I absolutely love it. All right, this one, you guys, I saw this right away. I knew what items I was going to use from Dollar Tree. I knew it was so easy to make, and I think this would be like really great to do as like a group DIY. So I'm going to grab the Dollar Tree plank, the Dollar Tree letters. Now this is on a little bit smaller of a scale than the Walmart one, but when I realized how small the letters were, I knew I needed to take the actual sign part down to be a smaller size too. So we are going to start off with our letters. We are going to paint this one with pumpkin, and we're going to make sure to do the fronts and the backs, because since this is going to be hanging from our sign, you don't know if the front or the back is going to be showing. So just paint the back, okay? Then I'm going to hit the L with the Dijon mustard color, and the A is going to be covered with vintage green. Now, I did go back off camera and get antique wax and rubbed it over the pumpkin and this vintage green because they were a little brighter than what I was going for. So I go ahead and I hit the L with some truffle, and then we are going to get Hazelnut by Waverly, our baby wipe, rub that in, gives us a beautiful looking stain color. Love this color. All right, next we're just going to attach some twine to the back. This is what we will use to hang our piece. And then comes our transfers. You guys, if you're not following me on Shop with Sammy, I show you all the new awesome Dollar Tree finds, especially for crafters. So make sure you head over there. The link's in the description box. So I'm going to use these. I am framing out this wood plank here. We are going to put text in the middle, so I didn't want to completely cover it. But y'all, these transfers are so good. They're so detailed. You'll see at the end how beautiful these come out. So now I'm going to flip the plank around, flipping our letters around using my measuring mat once again. And then I'm going to start by hot gluing the pieces of twine to the letters first. Now I cut all these pieces of twine the same size, and that way I could hopefully keep them all straight and even. All right, so after I'm done doing that, then we're going to start hot gluing the top pieces of the twine to our sign. So easy, there we go. And then we will follow that through the rest of our letters. So, like I said, very easy. All right, so now I got my hello decal. Remember, you could use your own penmanship. You could use carbon paper, stencils. Options are endless. And this is how it turned out. Look at the detail in these transfers. I cannot believe these are Dollar Tree transfers. It always blows my mind, and I love this. It was so easy to make. Definitely something you could do with a larger group. All right. When I saw this one, y'all know what we're going to use. A Dollar Tree pumpkin. Right away, I knew what I could use to make this, and I knew I could show you guys how to make it. So I'm going to take the pumpkin. We're going to go ahead and take this apart. We're going to sand off the glitter, take the twine off. Now this leaf, this gave me some trouble. It made me work. I was trying to remove this thing for 5 minutes because I didn't want to completely rip the pumpkin apart. I did get it off after about seriously 5 minutes. But anywho, we're going to take that off, and then we are going to cut out some contact paper. I either use contact paper or shipping paper, and this just helps cover the back of our sign, makes it look nice, clean, and neat, especially because I will be putting this in my booth. And then I cut the excess paper off. Now I'm going to use Waverly and White as well as my wood graining tool, which is in my Amazon store link down in the description box. Now I like using the wood graining tool with chalk paint. Chalk paint, I want to say, is like, I don't know, a little thicker. It doesn't move around as much compared to like an acrylic paint, which I think is like a little bit more like creamy. And then I'm going to take that wood graining tool, rub it on top, and look at this. Does that not look amazing? Y'all need to get yourselves one of these. Okay, so after that dries, I'm going to go in with my ruler using my measurement mat. You guys, I can't live without it. And I'm using a black pen. You can also use a permanent marker, colored pencil, lead pencil, whatever you want to create your shiplap lines. Or you don't have to make shiplap lines at all. You do you, boo. And I'm going to take that all the way to the end here. After we're done completing this, we are going to take our metal leaves and the metal welcome from the Dollar Tree pack. I am taking that Truffle by Waverly, my stencil brush from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to stipple this on. Now, I've never tried this rust, like faux rust look with these two paints, but I don't know why I haven't, because it turns out absolutely beautiful. So still using this same brush, I don't clean it off. I just kind of, wipe the excess of the truffle off. I'm going to grab some Pumpkin by Waverly, and then I'm just going to dab it in there, and then again start stippling it on top of that truffle. And the truffle is still wet, y'all. Like, I didn't dry it in between. And these turn out so well. Like, I can't wait for you to see them in the final look because it looks great. So since this will also be going in my booth, I do not want the chalk paint to chip off. So I do coat it with some Mod Podge and then allow it to dry. All right. Now, I'm going to glue the leaves on. Now, what I didn't show you, and I don't know why, is I took little pieces of the wood dowels and I hot glued them to the back of Welcome. And you'll see it right here. And I did this that way we can have a 3D look, just like the Walmart version. So you can see the little wood dowels right here. And this allows it to pop out. And I kind of went a little too heavy there with the wood or the hot glue. All right, now I'm channeling my inner Heidi Somble because that girl knows how to like freehand and paint things. And I was like, you know what? I'm too lazy to go to the Cricut. Like, the Cricut's hard work or anything. But anyways, I started this and I was like, wow, this is so therapeutic. Just tracing the lines, filling in the leaves with the paint. I was like, now I need to paint more things. I don't know what it was, but it was so relaxing. And even watching this right now, I'm like, yep, I can watch this for like 10 minutes and feel so relaxed. You're like, I would too if you would shut up. Okay, here I go. I'm going to be quiet now. Okay, not for long. That was just weird. All right, so now I'm going to take some twine. I'm going to wrap it around my stem. Now, I know the Walmart one had like a rust look to it, but I didn't really know what I would use. I don't think I tried hard enough, to be honest. No. Okay, but it still looks good. Look at that. Now, taking raffia, I'm going to take the cream color and the pumpkin color. I am going to wrap this around my hand, making sure I leave enough for the tail of our bow. So I wrap it around, I just pinch it up in the middle, tie that off, and you have yourself the cutest little rustic raffia bow. I'm going to hot glue that in between our leaves, cut that down, and then you have yourselves the most adorable pumpkin. And look at how good the rust on these leaves and the welcome looks. Seriously, like, that looks pretty dang close to real rust, and I love it. And look at the wood grain. Give me a thumbs up if you're digging this. All right, these are kind of like cheating. They are so easy, but I was like, I already know what we can use to make these. I know we could make them less for $2.44. So I'm using the wood planks from Dollar Tree. I painted them because I figured you guys know how to paint, so didn't want you to have to watch that. Then taking some decals that I made for my Cricut. Now, if you don't have a vinyl machine, that's okay. You can use stamps. You can use pumpkin napkins from Dollar Tree and do decoupage on these. You can also use the black sticker letters from Dollar Tree as well. So there's a lot of ways you can make this without having a vinyl machine. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this one on there. I did make 3 of these total. Then we're going to flip them around. I'm going to get just an old school stapler. This is floral wire. I wish I had thicker wire. I think it just would have looked a little nicer. But once I attach that, I go ahead and start twisting it in the middle, making sure to keep a loop. That way we have something to hang it from. Staple the other side and twist it on up. Easy peasy. Now taking this ribbon bow, I'm going to attach that to the top, then getting another little piece of that ribbon material, I attach it to the back. That way it is not going to go anywhere. And I repeat this step for the 3 that I do make. Again, I think it would have looked a little nicer if I had thicker wire, but you know what? I used what was in my stash. So after I'm done attaching this, I'm going to make another finger bow. I do have a finger bow tutorial that is in real time. I will try my best to link that down in the description box for you. And they're just very easy to make, and they look so cute that it's like, oh, all right, don't know what to do? Finger bow. And look at how cute these turned out. I really, after making these, was like, I want to make some of these as Christmas ornaments for the tree with some really cute sayings. I can totally picture that. Totally picture that. All right, so this next one is a little hard to see, but it's the lantern on the right. And it was actually more than the $14.97. It was priced, I forget the price, but I knew I had this lantern from a garage. It was $1. I'm going to warn y'all right now, this isn't the best footage because I'm filming from overhead and not side angles, so I apologize in advance. So I am going to hot glue some floral foam to the bottom. I knew it was the only way to stick the floral foam without everything moving around. Then taking a bunch of Dollar Tree florals, I'm going with the darks, can you tell? I am going to start putting these in here. Now, I have been totally digging working with florals lately. I think I already said that. I love that you can move them around and you can play around with the placement. I always try and start with my biggest flowers first. That way I can position those where I want them, and then I start kind of filling in and playing around with the remaining flowers that will fill those spaces. So these little purple flowers right here, look at how pretty. I'm going to use those to kind of fill in the bottom portion so that you don't see the floral foam. Then taking these cream pumpkins, my girl Mari sent these to me. You guys, she has a Dollar Tree haul channel. I'm going to leave her link down below. She is seriously the sweetest gal. Definitely go check her out. And she sent me these pumpkins, and thank goodness she did, because they came in handy and I used every single one of them. So I'm just taking stems from other like florals and sticking them on the bottom. Then we're going to use some flocking balls, and we are just going to play around with the placement. Again, you guys, I apologize for the footage. I definitely should have angled this differently, but look at the outcome of this. Is that not gorgeous? These colors, that cream pumpkin just like was the pop we needed against these darker florals. And I love this, like 100% love this. Oh, this would actually maybe go in my room. Yeah. All right, so this last one, you guys, you'll see at the end, it kind of cracks me up what happens, but saw this, knew I had the items to make it. So I'm taking these wood slices from Arteza. I think I got these last year during Christmas time, and you could really use any round thing you want. And again, painting. Those of you that know my channel, I don't usually paint nice and neat. I'm usually like super rustic, and I'm not like trying hard to cover everything. And I don't know why, but the painting was so relaxing in this, like actually paying attention to the lines and everything. It was soothing. I don't know. Call me weird. All right. So after we paint all three of those, I'm going back in with the Dollar Tree transfers, and I'm just going to play around with the placement around the side, just kind of spreading them out. We will be putting text in the middle of these, so you don't want to like completely cover them with the leaves. But you guys, these are so easy to use. You just lay them down. You use a scraper. You could use a library card, whatever. And they come off so easy. If you see it's not coming off, you just place it back down and rub it a little bit more. So I'm going to continue to do this for all three of them. Now I'm going to flip these around. We are going to double up some twine, tie a loop at the top because that's what we're going to use to hang this. There we go. Now let's flip it. Okay, now I'm going to hot glue on the top. Again, I'm going to be using my measuring mat. I wish I could be all clean white backgrounds, but I need the measuring mat. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and start connecting the wood slices together. And so I'm going down, as you can see, I'm using my measuring mat and following the lines of it. That way this is going to be straight, and when we pick it up, it's not going to be all crooked and wonky and hang all weird. That's why I was trying to stay as straight as possible with this. So after I finish that up, I go, I've been using a lot of vinyl. Let me use my own penmanship. So if you guys don't notice it, you will at the end. So I lined this up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this actually turned out really super cute. And I'm just using a permanent marker, by the way. And then I noticed it as I start reading down. So it says autumn leaves. Look at how beautiful it looks with the wood and those transfers. So it says autumn leaves and fall leaves. Autumn leaves and fall leaves. It was supposed to definitely say fall breeze. So I was just laughing. All right, you guys, I hope this video inspired you. Please make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're digging the content. And I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate reading your comments, and I will see you soon.
Good morning, Kinky. You want to get off to bed? Come on. No, not ready. Come on. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. Come on. I like lipstick. Pretty. Is she a bugger? No. Don't do that, then your nose is going to start running. I feel. Yeah. Okay. Fall. It's fall, y'all. Okay, don't you want to see the fall? My eyes look so creepy today. Feel you. I can feel that little darn hair. Okay, now what do we need to do? Haul video.